कृष्ण हरि हरि हरि। मैं मेरा यथायथ दंडवत प्रणाम स्वीकार हो। श्रीमद् भागवतम।
So in the we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam.
रास पंचदशी की कथा कुछ
Rasa Panchadai, the 5 chapters that explain about the Rasa Leela. I want to try to speak about this.
दशम स्कंद 29 अध्याय से लेकर
10th canto, 29 chapter
33 अध्याय तक
until 33rd chapter.
गोस्वामी महाराज
Sukadeva Goswami Maharaj
कित महाराज के जो है श्रीमद् भागवत की सार जो है
so the essence
की कथा श्रवण करा रहे हैं
of the Bhagavatam, which is the Rasa Leela Katha.
क्योंकि यह कथा अतीव गूढ़ निगूढ़ कथा है, माने गोपनीय कथा है।
It's a very confidential katha.
तथापि थोड़ा भक्त के उत्साह देने के लिए,
but just to give more enthusiasm to the devotees,
भजन की परिपक्व जैसे हो,
and to mature the bhajan of the devotees,
उसके उत्साह देने के लिए,
and just to give them more enthusiasm,
ये समस्त कथा वर्णन हो रहा है।
all these katha is also described.
थोड़ा ध्यान रखना क्या है,
but you have to give attention. This is not something material.
जगत में स्त्री पुरुष की कथा
नहीं, has nothing to do with the relationships of woman and man in the material world. This is a transcendental world katha.
अधिकार के अनुसार सब भजन करें।
So we have to perform our bhajan according to our eligibility.
प्राप्त काल में मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ,
I want to say that
कहीं पर माना नहीं किया गया।
we are not forbid to listen to any hari katha.
माना नहीं।
We are not forbid to listen to any hari katha.
किंतु उसके अनुकरण करना,
you should not imitate it.
ये अतीव जो है अपकर्म हो जाता है।
It's very bad. It's like a bad activity.
विनष्ट हो जाता है।
And actually it will destroy your bhakti if you try to imitate.
भागवत में भी आ रहे हैं, नहीं तत् समाज।
So in the Bhagavatam this verse is there.
नहीं तत् समाचार जातु मनसा भी झनिश्चर। ये ऐसे जो कथा जो है मन के द्वारा भी,
so even with our minds we should never ever try to imitate this Rasa Leela katha.
अनुसरण करने के लिए कहा गया।
We should follow under the guidance, anusaran.
जिस प्रकार
just like Shiv ji, for example,
विष पान कर लिया,
he has drunk the poison.
शिव जी के लिए संभव था,
this was possible for Shiva,
इसके लिए संभव नहीं था,
but for one else it's not, for anyone else it's not possible.
देवता और असुर लोग जब समुद्र मंथन किया,
so when the demigods and demons, when they drank the ocean of milk,
मंथन से जहर उठने लगे,
the poison came out
किंतु उस विष के कौन
from the ocean, but who drank that poison? Who drank it?
ना एकमात्र जो है
only
शिव
Shiva.
जी पान किया।
Shiva drank the poison.
इसलिए ये श्रीमद् भागवत में
So in the Srimad Bhagavatam,
इसके कहते जा रहे हैं
this is being described in the Bhagavatam.
जी। कथा तो अति सुंदर है,
The katha is very beautiful.
रासलीला कथा जो है अति सुंदर है,
Rasalila katha is very beautiful katha. It's a very beautiful katha. But
इसको जो है अनुकरण ना करे।
we should never imitate it.
इसलिए संत सुखदेव गोस्वामी, जब सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद इस कथा को जब बोलने
When
लगे,
Shukadeva Goswami started speaking this katha, which
रासलीला कथा
katha?
जब बोलने लगे,
The Rasalila katha.
तब
Then
परीक्षित महाराज सुखदेव गोस्वामी
Parikshit
ने
Maharaj,
कुछ प्रश्नों
he
पूछा।
made some questions too.
पहले मैं वो प्रश्नों के आप लोग के निकट प्रस्तुत करता हूँ।
To Shukadeva Goswami. I'll tell one of them to you.
संस्थापनाय धर्मस्य प्रसमाय एतस्य च अवतीर्णो हि भगवान् अंशेन जगदीश्वर स कथं धर्म सेतु।
Some correction of the translation. Yesterday when Gurudev was telling about Jagannath, he used, I couldn't translate at that time, because of the bathing of the Jagannath deity, the color of the deity, the painting of the deity washes off. You know, the deity, because of the water, the painting washes off. So to avoid any mundane person to criticize the deity because the deity is in a different look, then that's why also the deity is closed the darshan for 15 days, because the painting washes off with the water. And the makeup, the painting of the deity, okay? Painting, this is the word. Makeup and painting.
अवतार के भी उद्देश्य भी था कि धर्म स्थापन करना और अधर्म का विनाश करना है। किं कथं धर्म सेतुनां वक्ता कर्ता भी रक्षिता प्रतिप आचरत विमर्शनम। हे ब्राह्मण, धर्म मर्यादा के बनाने वाले और उपदेश करने वाले और समस्त प्रकार के रक्षक थे, फिर उन्हें स्वयं धर्म के विपरीत पर स्त्रियों का स्पर्श कैसे किया?
How did Krishna, who is the embodiment of Dharma, how did he touch women of others?
ये मुझे आप बताइए।
Please tell me.
और दूसरी भी है, तीसरी भी है।
Another point.
आप तो कामो जुदुपति कृतवान वै जुगुप्सितम किम अभिप्राय एतनं संशय सिद्धि सुब्रत। मैं मानता हूँ कि भगवान श्री कृष्ण पूर्ण काम थे।
I know Bhagavan Krishna has all his desires fulfilled. He doesn't have any kind.
किस अभिप्राय से यह निंदनीय कर्म किया? परम ब्रह्मचारी मुनीश्वर।
So why did he do this?
मेरा यह
Please.
संदेह के जो है मिटाइए, दूर कराइए। प्रश्न अति व सुंदर है।
So the question is so beautiful that he made. Parikshit Maharaj.
प्रश्न अति व सुंदर है। ये भगवान इस संसार में किस लिए प्रकट होते हैं?
Bhagavan appears in this world. Why?
स्थापन करने के लिए। जदा
To establish the Dharma.
परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे। युग युग में, काल काल में स्वयं भगवान
So in every yuga, Bhagavan appears in this world.
प्रकट होते हैं। कभी स्वयं आते हैं, कभी
Sometimes he comes himself.
परिकर के भी प्रकट करते हैं।
Sometimes he manifests
अथवा उनकी अवतार आदि के भी
his devotees also in this world.
प्रेरण करते हैं।
And also his avatars also.
इसलिए कहा अरे धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय, धर्म के स्थापन करना।
So to establish the dharma and
दुष्टों के क्या करना, विनाश करना,
to destroy the demons and evil wicked people.
भगवान इसलिए जगत में आज धर्म संस्थापनार्थ है, धर्म के स्थापन करने के लिए और अधर्म के विनाश करने के लिए.
So to establish the dharma and destroy the adharma, irreligiosity,
जो है रक्षा करने के लिए,
to protect the sadhus.
साधु के दो प्रकार की रक्षा होती है.
You protect the sadhus in two ways. How?
ये दुष्ट दुराचारी लोग जो है,
one is like the evil people, the wicked. They are okay. I found the shloka. Gurudev is reading 10th canto, 33 chapter, 28 shloka.
वो साधु के ऊपर,
so the evil people, they are harassing the sadhus in many ways.
श्रील वामन गोस्वामी महाराज, मैं मेरा यथार्थ दंडवत प्रणाम स्वीकार हो, अत्याचार करते हैं, जैसे रावण,
like for example Ravan,
श्रवण किया है,
you heard how the Ravan also he used to torture the sadhus and do so many kinds of terrorism and so many bad things.
टैक्स लेकर के आओ,
Like the Ravana was collecting taxes from even the sadhus.
रावण के अनुचर, रावण के अनुचर आ गए, बोले टैक्स दो. संत महात्मा,
so the servants of Ravan came to the sadhus and said, give me tax. They said, we don't have anything.
संत महात्मा तो जंगल में रहते हैं, जंगल के फल मूल,
the sadhus are staying in the forest,
नदी के जल पान करते हैं,
they are only eating fruits and drinking the water of the rivers. They don't have any money. Ravana told, I don't want to know about this, I don't care, they have blood in their bodies, so bring the blood of the sadhus. Ravana told,
निकालो,
take all the blood from the sadhus' hearts as like tax. They must pay tax. So Ravana did this kind of behavior with the sadhus. So some wicked people, they torment, like they say, they torture, they harass, they trouble, they give troubles to the sadhus in this way. So to kill this kind of people and to protect the sadhus, that's why Bhagavan comes in this world. Second point also, sadhunam pratidhanam, another point of protecting the sadhus, another way of protecting the sadhus. So God protects the sadhus in two ways, destroying these evil people, and also another meaning of protecting the sadhus, because the sadhus, they are eager to see Bhagavan, they are eager so much for darshan, they are feeling separation. So seeing this eagerness of this kind of devotees, Bhagavan, his heart melts, and then Bhagavan comes just to give darshan to the saints. He appears in this world just to give darshan to the saints.
इसलिए मैं जो शब्द बता रहा हूँ, परित्राण साधु, साधु के
परित्राण साधना. How to protect the sadhus? In two ways you protect the sadhus. First of all, the sadhus, when they are being troubled or harassed or by these demons, so God protects them.
और दूसरी मैंने कहा,
destroying these wicked and irreligious people. Another way is also these saints that are very high class, very high class. These saints, they are eager to see God, to have His darshan. So Bhagavan also comes in this world just to give darshan to them. But now we are not so eager to see God. Are you eager in this way to see God? Tell me. No.
Hey, आप बताओ.
Tell me if you are.
भगवान के लिए दर्शन करके उत्कंठा हो.
If you would really be eager to see God, then
तो बस जिस प्रकार चातक पक्षी,
you would be just like a skylark bird, chatak birds.
केवल मात्र जो है सात्विक नक्षत्र के जल वो पान करेंगे.
Eager to drink the water of the Swati Nakshatra. He doesn't want anything else.
बिजली भी कड़कते रहे, मर भी जाए.
Maybe there is a cloud and there is lightning. Still, the Chatak bird, he won't drink any water from any pond or any river. He will only drink the water from this fresh rain cloud of the constellation Swati Nakshatra. Shastra explains.
ठीक उसी प्रकार जो संत महात्मा
So in the same way, the saints,
केवल भगवान के दर्शन के लिए तड़पते रहते हैं। कहाँ
they're only eager to see Bhagavan. When they'll see Bhagavan, when
उत्कंठा जब रहते हैं तब भगवान
they are so eager, then Bhagavan comes to give darshan to them, not before that.
उत्कंठा क्या है?
What is utkanta, this eagerness?
हम बिना सांस से हम नहीं रह
Just like we cannot survive without air, isn't it? Without oxygen.
हम मर जाएंगे।
If we don't take oxygen, then we die.
एक ही चिंता रहता है, कैसे थोड़ी सी हवा मिल जाए, ऑक्सीजन मिल जाए।
We have only one
समझ में आया कि नहीं है? एक उदाहरण की तरह देता हूँ, समझ में आ जाएगा।
Focus how to get oxygen. So I'll give an example.
भगवान को आप दर्शन देंगे।
One disciple told Gurudev, Gurudev, when Bhagavan will give me darshan? Then Guru told, when you'll be very eager,
के लिए कोई पानी के लिए तड़पते हैं,
just like when someone is hungry, the person wants to eat so much. So in the same way, when you'll be like desperate to see God, then God will give you darshan. Gurudev, I couldn't understand what is this. What is utkanta, Gurudev? Please tell me, what is utkanta? Then Gurudev tried to make him understand in many ways, explain. But the devotee was not so intelligent, so he could not grasp that subject. So Gurudev told, okay, disciple, let's do one thing. Tomorrow, early in the morning, come to bathe with me in the forest. So they went early in the morning the next day. They went to the forest, sorry, to the river to bathe, to take a bath. And the disciple was bathing, so he sipped in the water, like sink once, twice, thrice. You know how to take a bath. Now 3 times you have to come under the water. Guru and disciple both did that. Then Gurudev suddenly he held the neck of the disciple and forcefully, like drowning the disciple in the water for maybe 15 or 20 seconds. And then the disciple, the Guru released the head of the disciple, and the disciple came back to the surface. Gurudev, Gurudev. Then Guru asked his disciple, for 20 seconds, 15 seconds, I kept you under the water. Did you see anything else? What are you thinking about at that moment? Gurudev, I had only one thought. Gurudev, how they come back to the surface and breathe again. I didn't want any wealth or anything of this world. I just wanted one thing. How to take another breath. How to breathe again. So Gurudev said, this is utkanta. This is utkanta. So when you have this kind of utkanta, means I cannot live without him, cannot survive without him. If you have this kind of utkanta, then Bhagavan will give you darshan. So I give the example of many great saints that for thousands of years they are performing sadhana and bhajan. Just like, for example, when Bhagavan Ramachandra went to exile and was in the forest, sing Bhagavan Ramachandra.
गोपाल और भगवान की दर्शन करने के लिए.
So they were very eager to, they saw Bhagavan Ram, these saints of Dandakaranya, and seeing Bhagavan Ram, all these rishis of Dandakaranya, they saw Ramachandra and actually they felt spurti of Krishna because they were chanting the Gopal mantra, you know. So
गोपाल मंत्र में जो है अंतिम जो है गोपी जन वल्लभ,
so Gopal mantra
लेकर के भजन कर रहे थे,
they were performing the bhajan of Gopal mantra, Gopi Jana Vallabh, so they also attained this.
गोपी माने श्रीमती राधिका, जन माने
Gopi means Srimati Radhika, Jana Manjaris. Krishna, when he is surrounded by Srimati Radhika and the Manjaris, it's a beautiful form of Krishna.
ही कहा जाता है गोपी जन वल्लभ. समझ में आया कि नहीं?
This is Gopi Jana Vallabh Krishna.
के दर्शन करने के लिए वो समस्त ऋषि लोग उत्कंठित हो रहे हैं कृष्ण के दर्शन करने. देखो, और
so these rishis are so eager to see this form of Krishna, and because the same color Krishna has, Ramachandra also has like very similar color, their bodies, Rama and Krishna. So the rishis, they felt this udipan, stimulation to remember Krishna, remembering Krishna. So seeing Ramachandra, the rishis, they were running behind.
उसमें भगवान रामचंद्र
Ramachandra knows everything, so
बोल दिया,
he told the rishis and munis, hey rishis and munis,
अंतर्भाव मैं समझ गया,
I understood.
उत्कंठा है,
I understood what you feel, what you're feeling. All these sickness you're feeling to see Krishna, I understand. But see one thing, in my form as Ram, I cannot accept you guys. Why? Because I have already promised when I married Sita, I made a promise that I would have only one wife in this birth. So I gave one gift to Sita when we got married. So in the time of the wedding ceremony, Bhagavan Ramachandra, he told Sita, he said this to Sita, he said, Sita, I want to give you some gift in our wedding. What? I'll promise that I'll only marry you all my life. I won't marry anyone else. I promise that in any condition I will not accept any other wife. And in the dynasty of Ram, they prefer to die than to break a promise.
इसलिए भगवान रामचंद्र ने वह दंडकारण्य ऋषियों के यही समाचार दे दिया मानो। अरे बोला प्रेरणा भगवान की कथा एक ही होता है, हृदय में प्रेरणा देते हैं, साक्षात रूप में बोलते हैं और हृदय में प्रेरणा देते हैं। जो भजन करने वाले हैं उच्च उसके साक्षात बोलने की जरूरत नहीं होता है, उनकी प्रेरणा हो जाता है।
They have this inspiration.
साक्षात बोले तो उससे कोई दोष ही नहीं है।
And if they speak directly, also there is no problem.
हाँ समझिए, उसमें लिखा है भगवान रामचंद्र
It's written that Bhagavan Ramachandra
उनके हृदय में प्रेरणा दे दिया,
inspired the heart of the rishis.
दे दिया। ये मैं अगले लीला में मेरा राम लीला के पश्चात
because the devotees asked Ramachandra spoke to the rishis or what? Then Gurudev said he inspired the heart saying this. In the next lila I'll accept you as Krishna.
योग माया के कृपा से ब्रज में गोपी रूप।
So these rishis, they came in the form of gopis in how they entered the Ras Leela in Krishna Leela. So those who perform bhajan sadhan, they were for 10,000 years chanting the Gopal mantra. Then they attained the perfection of the mantra. And then they were eager to see Bhagavan. So Bhagavan appears for these kinds of devotees. So many reasons why God comes to the world, but two are explained here. So Bhagavan himself, he comes to establish the religion. To destroy the irreligiosity.
तो ऐसे जगदीश भगवान जो समस्त धर्म के सेतु वक्ता,
text 26-27,
रक्षिता,
chapter 33,
वो सबके रक्षा भी है, और ऐसे
So God, the Lord of the universe, has descended to this earth along with his plenary portion to destroy religion and re-establish religious principles. Indeed, he is the original speaker, follower and guardian of moral laws. How then could he have violated them by touching other men's wives? So it's like he's not following the rules. Behave so contentedly. So you can see verse 28, chapter 33, 10th canto. Pratip Acharan.
दूसरे स्त्रियों के प्रति उनके प्रति ऐसे आलिंगन चुंबन
प्रतीप आचरण,
उनके साथ प्रेम विहार क्यों कर रहे हैं?
He is embracing, kissing the wives of others.
बताया रास्ते में तो यही है.
So this is the Rasa Leela Katha.
ऐसे परदार अभिमर्शनम.
So this God, who is the Lord of the universe, who is the establisher of the religious principles, he is behaving like a contrary, like he was supposed to establish the Dharma, but he's not following that.
दूसरी स्त्रियों के प्रति ऐसे व्यवहार के तरह
so he's behaving in this way with the wife of others, then this will contaminate even more the society, isn't it?
भागवत गीता में तो भगवान ने कहा अर्जुन,
in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan told Arjun, whatever a highest person do, does,
उनके अनुयायी व्यक्ति
all his followers will also follow that same kind of behavior, like setting that, following that example set by the person. So if Bhagavan is behaving like this with the wife of others, of other people,
पीछे चलने वाले तो ही
the others will also follow his same behavior, and in this way, which kind of religious principles to be established in the society? I cannot understand.
ये हमें संशय हो रहा है.
Please, this is my doubt. Please remove my doubt. Another point also.
आप तो कामो जोधुपति कृतवानो वै जुगुप्सितम.
Next verse 28.
छिंदी सुब्रतः. हे भगवान.
Hey Bhagavan, Sukadeva Goswami.
विनम्र के साथ.
So with so much humility, Parikshit Maharaj is asking Sukadeva Goswami.
कर रहे हैं. क्या बोला? सुब्रत.
So he's calling him Subrata.
सुंदर व्रत ले चुके हैं. उसके कहा जाता है.
Subrata is someone who has taken a beautiful vow, resolution. Subrata.
सुखदेव गोस्वामी सुंदर व्रत ले चुके हैं. कौन सा व्रत?
Sukadeva Goswami.
कुमार.
He took a beautiful vow. Which vow? He's a Kumar Brahmachari. He is a Brahmachari since his birth.
व्रत कौन ले चुके थे?
So who has taken this vow?
सुखदेव गोस्वामी पास.
Subrata.
इसलिए कहते हैं सुब्रत.
All faithful upholder of vows.
उनको संबोधन कर रहे हैं.
So he is being called Subrata here. Sukadeva Goswami. By Parikshit Maharaj. Verse 28, chapter 33, Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto. You can also check. Subrata.
क्या आप जानने वाले भगवान. भगवान शब्द के अर्थ होता है.
What is the meaning of Bhagavan? The word Bhagavan. There are many meanings for the word Bhagavan. That person who knows past, present and future, he is also known as Bhagavan.
भगवान कहा जाता है.
So Parikshit Maharaj also called Sukadeva Goswami Bhagavan in the Bhagavatam.
संबोधन किया जाता है. हे भगवान.
Oh Bhagavan,
भूत भविष्य वर्तमान
you know past, present and future.
और मेरे और एक
So I have one more doubt.
क्या है ना. आत्मकामो जदुपति संग भगवान.
Self-satisfied Lord. Aptakam Jadupati. Bhagavan is Atmaram and Aptakam.
संसार के किसी वस्तु के प्रति वो आसक्ति नहीं रखता.
He's not attached to anything in this world.
मत्स्य मुने निर्गंध हरि उरुक क्रमे है. संग भगवान श्री हरि आत्माराम है.
So Bhagavan Shri Hari, he is Atmaram Aptakam, self-satisfied and fulfilled all his desires.
आत्मा में रमण करने वाले आत्माराम है. संसार के किसी वस्तु के प्रति उनकी लेन देन नहीं.
He doesn't have anything to do with any material things. He's not attracted to any material things.
ना लड़की ना लकड़ी.
Not even a woman or a piece of wood.
लड़की और
a woman or a piece of wood doesn't.
लकड़ी कहते हैं ना.
You know.
उनके पास बराबर है.
For him, it's all same. He doesn't. He's not caring for anything.
जिसकी चित्त मन भगवान में लगे रहते हैं.
Because his heart, his mind is completely absorbed in Bhagavan. He doesn't have any.
भले आँख खोल करके रखे और बंद करके रखे, उससे कुछ नहीं आता.
If he has his eyes shut or open, for him is same.
आप सोचेंगे तो मेरे तरफ देख रहे हैं.
You think he's looking at me, but actually his soul is absorbed in something else, in Parabrahma inside.
तो उसी प्रकार ऐसे आत्माराम अप्तकाम.
So someone who is Atmaram Aptakam, all his desires are fulfilled already.
और संसार की कुछ अवशेष नहीं है. ऐसे आत्माराम अप्तकाम.
So this Atmaram Aptakam person,
जदुपति स्वयं भगवान.
Jadupati Swayam Bhagavan. Why he this Jugupsitam? Jugupsitam means contemptible behavior, contemptible behavior, so low.
संसार में सबसे अत्यंत
The worst contemptible thing in this world is to take the wife of others,
ऐसे
to behave
बुरी नजर रखना,
evil eyes or any kind of mood, malicious to wife of others. This is the worst thing in this world.
किम अभिप्राय. ये अभिप्राय क्या है मेरे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. जो संग आत्माराम अप्तकाम होते हुए.
So what was his mentality? Abhipraya. Kim Abhipraya? With what? With intent.
विनाश करने वाले.
He who was supposed to establish the Dharma to destroy religion.
कर्म क्यों कर रहे
So why is he doing this jugupsitam karma, contemptible, low activities?
समाज के कौन सा कल्याण होगा?
So what will be the benefit of the society with all these things that God is performing? I don't know. I don't understand. So this question is very beautiful of Parikshit Maharaj, very nice. So if these two verses he raised the question. Sorry. Listening to these questions, Shukadeva Goswami Pad, he told,
धर्मवदिक्रमो दृष्टम ईश्वराणां च साहसम तेजियासन्न दोषाय
29 verse 29 chapter 33:29 same
नहीं तत्समाचारे जातु मनसा विजनिश्चरं विनश्यति आचरण मुद्रा यथा रुद्रो अब्धिज विषाम ईश्वराणां वच सत्यं तथैवाचारितं कच्चित् तेषां च तच्चेदुक्तं बुद्धिमासतं समाचरेत्। अभी सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद कहने लगे, हे महाराज परीक्षित, आपने जो प्रश्न उठाया,
the question that you asked is actually a very beautiful question, very good.
प्रश्न सुनकर
very good.
गदगद हो जाता है।
So listening to the question, the speaker becomes even choked, like his throat is choked. Why?
ये व्यक्ति के प्रश्न कैसे है?
So the speaker is saying, how is the question the person is asking? If it's a high class question,
देने में बहुत आनंद होता है।
then the speaker is very happy to give answer to that question, isn't it?
यदि साधारण प्रश्न हो उनके,
if it's a normal simple question,
प्रश्न होता ही रहता है।
normal people they have normal questions.
किंतु जो उच्च कोटि के लोग होते हैं,
but those who are very high class, those who are actually performing bhajan, sometimes many kinds of questions can appear in their hearts, in their minds. So if the question is very high class, then the person who will answer the question, he will be very happy to listen to that question and to answer that question. So Shukadeva Goswami told, hey Parikshit Maharaj, listen, this question you did is uttam question, is the highest question, like very good, high level. Do you remember the question?
सेतु कहा जाता है।
So Bhagavan is the bridge of Dharma, means he's giving the religion and the morals to everyone. Bhagavan, Dharma Setu, like the bridge of Dharma, like he's giving this Dharma to everyone, this religion, the moral principles.
धर्म की सिद्धकंठित भक्तों के दर्शन देने वाले हैं।
He's giving the darshan to his devotees who are eager to see him. This Bhagavan is Atmaram Aptakam. How could he do such a thing?
इसलिए संग इस प्रश्नों को सुन करके सुखदेव को
listening to this question, Shukadeva Goswami said, verse 29, 33rd chapter.
इसमें बहुत सुंदर रूप में उत्तर दे दिया। देखो,
so beautiful answer he gave it all. Look, Dharma and Adharma, the definition of Dharma and Adharma.
किसने दिया धर्म? किसने दिया धर्म?
Who says what is Dharma and who says what is Adharma?
हमारे वेद शास्त्र उपनिषद,
the Vedas, शास्त्र उपनिषद,
ये समस्त क्या भगवान के मुख निश्चित वाणी कहा जाता है।
They are the instructions of God. They are directly the words of God.
ये नियम को संसार में
God Himself, He manifested all these rules in this world.
और उस वेद पुराण उपनिषद में भी लिखा गया कौन सा धर्म है, कौन सा
Veda Purana Upanishad explains what is Dharma and what is Adharma.
असत्य की भी परिभाषा भी दिया गया।
And also the definition of Satya, truth, and Asatya, lie. What is the definition of truth and a lie? Bhagavan himself also has told this definition.
भगवान तो सत्य स्वरूप ही है।
Bhagavan is the embodiment of the truth, Satya Swarup. And actually, who will give the definition of what is true? Truth is Bhagavan himself also. He gives this definition.
इसलिए कह रहे हैं,
so
ये धर्म ऐसे ये धर्म को व्यतिक्रम माने उस
Dharma Byatikram means the transgression of religious or moral principles. Who can do that?
ईश्वरानंद सहचस्य,
Ishwaranam cha sahasam.
भगवान,
so that who is Ishwara Bhagavan, he can transgress the
वही परिवर्तन करते हैं,
religious, he can change that
सृष्टि करते हैं,
because he creates also these moral duties.
कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जो है,
like the constitution, suppose
बनाने वाले होते हैं,
there's someone who creates the constitution,
धारा जो है उसको भी चेंज भी कर सकते हैं,
he also can change the laws of the constitution.
उसके लिए कुछ नियम होता है कि नहीं? इंडियन भारतीय जो
like for example the Indian constitution,
कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जो है नियमावली जिसमें लिखा गया उस नियमावली के जो है जिसमें नियम लिखा गया है सब।
There are many rules.
जो बनाने वाले और उसको भी शोधन भी कर सकते हैं।
So those who create these rules, they can also change the rules, correct them. They can increase the rules or diminish the rules. They can change it. The scope of the law, they can increase, diminish. Like for example, there was lockdown. Now they finish the lockdown. Then again they make the lockdown again.
हम तुम सब थोड़ी करते हैं।
You and me, we don't have this power. Who is in charge?
जिसके ऊपर पावर है,
they have the power. They can decide these things.
गवर्नमेंट कर रहे हैं।
Like the government.
थोड़ी करेंगे।
The normal public, the normal people won't do that. The lockdown will be from this date to that date. And the curfew will be from this date to that date. Sometimes they also remove this curfew, but they decide they have this power. So in the same way, Swayam Bhagavan,
नियम कानून के बनाने वाले,
he is the creator of the rules, and he is also the breaker of the rules because he is Ishwara, he is Bhagavan.
वो ईश्वर है, इसलिए कहते हैं व्यतिक्रामो दृष्ट ईश्वरानम साहसम। ऐसे जो कार्य जो है,
so this kind of
वाले संग भगवान,
who can do this transgression of the moral duties? Who can do that is Swayam Bhagavan.
के साथ ही साथ एक शब्द आ जाता है जिसमें
so Bhagavan is one who he has 6 qualities always with him.
समग्रस्य वीर्य यशस्वी ज्ञान वैराग्यश्चैव सन्न इति भगवान। ऐश्वर्य वीर्य यशस्वी ज्ञान और वैराग्य, इसमें भगवान कहा जाता है। सब भगवान को बन जाएंगे, हैं? अपराध लग जाता है।
This is an offense.
इसलिए भगवान की
if you call any person Bhagavan,
ऐश्वर्य से वीर्य से यशस्वी ज्ञान वैराग्य से,
so there's a definition of who is Bhagavan.
इच्छा लक्षण के द्वारा
Bhagavan is one who has 6 characteristics.
भगवान है,
then it's established who is Bhagavan. He is Bhagavan. So this Krishna Bhagavan. So before we told, we said what? Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam.
Krishnastu भगवान स्वयं। इसलिए यहाँ पर भी कह रहे हैं सुखदेव गोस्वामी, धर्म व्यतिक्रम दृष्ट ईश्वरानाम च साहसम। ऐसे साहस कौन कर सकता है? एक मात्र स्वयं भगवान।
Who can transgress the religious duties? Only Swayam Bhagavan, no one else. Another example.
सर्वभुजो यथा, जिस प्रकार तेजन अत्यंत बलवान व्यक्ति,
just like a very powerful person,
कोई कार्य करे,
if he does anything,
लगता है,
it won't be any
जिस
fault.
का उदाहरण दे रहे हैं, अग्नि सबको क्या करते हैं?
Just like the fire burns everything.
जलाते नहीं अग्नि, आप क्या करते हैं? सबको क्या करते हैं?
The fire
जला देते हैं,
burns everything.
और सबके जला करके खा पी करके अग्नि क्या
He eats everything, he burns everything, but the fire is always pure.
अग्नि में कुछ भी डाल दीजिए,
whatever you put in the fire, ghee, anything,
अथवा कुछ भी अग्नि में डाल दीजिए, आग में डाल
whatever
दीजिए,
you put in the fire, whatever, the fire,
मदिरा, मांस,
even like meat, alcohol, fish, the fire eats everything, burn everything, and make them ashes.
अग्नि में शक्ति है,
the fire has this potency.
तेजिया संग नो दोषाय बन्ने सर्वो भुजो जथा। सर्वभुक अग्नि के कहा जाता है क्या? सर्वभुक मान सबको भोजन करना।
Just like the fire, the fire eats everything, good things, bad things, whatever you give into the fire will like drink, eat everything, but it will remain pure.
पवित्र कैसे हो गया?
How come the fire eats everything and remains pure? This is not for other demigods, only for the fire. So there is 33 millions, no, 300 millions, sorry, like 33 billion, I don't know, sorry. Okay, 33 crore of demigods, and only the fire is pure. How come? 1 crore is 10 million. So 33 crores of demigods. So okay, one day the rishis, they were performing fire sacrifice, and in the end of the fire sacrifice, the munis and rishis, the wives of the munis, they came to give the Purnahati, because for the time of Purnahati, women are necessary. Other times not necessarily, but in the time of Purnahati, woman, husband and wife together, they must give the Purnahati into the fire. That's why Ramachandra had to create the Swarna Sita, the golden Sita, to give this last offering to the fire. This the end of the fire sacrifice. And the wives of the rishis, they were very pretty. They were gorgeous. So seeing them, the Agni Deva, demigod of fire, felt this lust. So the fire, with his flames, actually he was trying to like touch the fire, the body of these wives of the rishis. Like not touch, but like coming to their direction with his flames. Like he was attracted to them when the flames coming into their direction. The rishis understood, we're feeding you, giving so many things to you, and you're having evil eyes towards our wives. So the munis and rishis, they cursed the Agni Devata at this moment. You have to become Sarva Bhuk. You'll eat everything. Good things, bad things, everything you have to eat.
ऐसे दे दी। अच्छा बताओ, तो अग्नि देवता डर गए, क्या करें?
So Agni Devata was very afraid.
थोड़ी पूजा थोड़ी करेंगे।
Nobody will worship someone who eats everything. Like for example, the Brahmanas, the Brahmana who eats only good things, then you can do some worship with this Brahmana and you get fruits. But if the Brahmana is not following the Sadachar, if he's drinking alcohol, eating anything, if you do any puja with this kind of Brahmana, you will not get any benefits. That's what is the meaning. You want some person sadachari, like some person who is following all the rules, then you make the like satkarja, good activities with this help of this person, then you get benefits. So but the fire was cursed to become sarva bhuk, like eating everything, even meat, fish, hogs, pigs, alcohol, anything. So who would worship the fire in this moment, right? Who would want to worship the fire? Who would worship you? So the fire will be excluded from the demigods. So he came to the Rishi and apologized. Rishi told, okay, but we have already cursed you that you have to eat everything. Sorry. But even though eating everything, you will become pure. How come? Because in Dwapara Yuga, Bhagavan Krishna will appear and he will drink you in the past times. He will come inside the belly of Bhagavan. Then you will become the remnants of Bhagavan. Then because of this, you will become pure always. That's why Shastra explains that the fire, even though he is Sarvabhuk, he eats everything, he is always pure. Why? Because he became the remnants of Bhagavan.
तो यह इसलिए कह रहे हैं तेजियासांग न दोषाय वन्ने सर्वभुजो जथा नहीं तत्समाचरे जातु मनसा विजनीश्वर विनाशाय तत् आचरणम मोड्डादि जथा रुद्रो अब्धिज विषम। सुखदेव गोस्वामी बात करे, देखो ऐसे कृष्ण जो परदार अभिमार्शन
Krishna, he was with the wife of others,
के साथ जो प्रेम विहार आदि किया,
doing amorous pastimes with the wife of others.
ऐसे चिंतन भी करना तुम्हारे उचित नहीं है.
Even you should not think about it. You should not even think about these things.
नहीं तो समाचरित सम आचरण ऐसे आचरण करना उचित नहीं है.
You should not behave like this.
हम भी करें.
Okay, Krishna did, I also do. No, it's an offense.
नहीं तो समाचरित जातु
Verse 30,
मन के द्वारा भी
chapter 33. What to speak of imitating with your body, not even with your mind. You should follow that kind of behavior. Oh, Krishna did Rasa Leela, I also did Rasa Leela. Krishna performed Rasa Leela with 300, like millions and millions of gopis. So I will also. So Krishna performed Rasa Leela with millions of gopis. But at least with at least 30, not 30, but at least 3 gopis, I can, 3 persons I can do Rasa Leela with 3 persons. No, you should. So even if your mind, you should never think about these things. What to speak of performing with your body.
तब तुम्हारी विनाश हो जाएगा.
Like
जिस
otherwise will be destroyed.
शिव जी समुद्र मंथन से वो जहर को पान कर लिया।
Like Shivaji, he drank the poison, all the poison that came from the ocean of milk, the journey of the ocean, and he kept that poison in his throat. Why did he put it in his throat?
भगवान तो मेरा
Shivaji was thinking, Bhagavan is always in my heart.
जाकर के भगवान के कष्ट न दे।
I don't want that the poison come and give any trouble to Lord. You see how much Shiva has Mamata possessing this Lord's Lord. So that's why one of the names of Shiva is Nilkant Mahadev ki Jai. Nilkant.
और ना शिव जी के कोई बुखार हुआ ना कुछ हुआ।
So Shiva didn't even feel fever or anything by drinking that poison.
कुछ नहीं हुआ।
Not any secondary collateral effects he did not have, not even one.
ऐसे
So
शिवत्व शक्ति
he has Shivata Shakti, he has this potency, and somebody has this potency and does that, then it's not a problem. But if you don't have this kind of potency, if you do some bad thing, then you'll be destroyed.
विनाश ही हो जाएगा।
You'll be killed, destroyed. This is true.
विनाश शासन मुद्दा जथा रुद्र अब्धिज विषम। मेरे विषय वस्तु ये था,
so my subject was,
के लिए कहीं पर माना नहीं है।
it's not prohibiting to listen to the Harikatha.
कहीं पर माना नहीं।
So no, in any place you cannot find a prohibition to listen to Harikatha of Rasalila. So so
ये मूर्ख है।
people say, people generally they become like, no, listen about Rasalila, no, they don't like, they're like this. But Rasa, actually the Shastra explains, you have to listen again and again.
कीर्तन करो, श्रवण करो, कीर्तन करो।
You have to again and again listen to Rasalila Katha. Again and again, but sometimes people think, oh no.
श्रवण करने के माना नहीं है, किंतु उसके आचरण करना
it's not prohibited to listen, but you have, it's prohibited to imitate. Herbo, is it better now? That person who is intelligent, he always thinks that what Krishna is saying is true, Lord is saying. Because only Bhagavan Sri Hari, he performed this Rasalila. Not the Narayana of Vaikuntha. Also Ramchandra of Ayodhya, also not. Not even Dwarakadish also. Martadradhish also not. Which Krishna performed the Rasalila? Only Brajendra Nandan Shyam Sundar.
हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपति गोपेश गोपिकाकांत राधाकांत नमस्ते। राधाकांत ये संस्कार
Radhakanta Krishna, he is doing this. For Radhakanta it's possible.
रासलीला करना संभव,
perform Rasalila, not others.
इस कथा को जो है कोई यदि श्रद्धा के साथ,
if someone listens to this katha with faith,
तो उनकी समस्त पाप अपने आप नष्ट हो जाते हैं।
all his sins will automatically be destroyed. So how should you listen? With faith.
सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद क्या और बहुत सुंदर कथा कहा दिया, देखो।
Like Shukadeva Goswami told us something very nice here.
पाद पंकज पर आगनि सेवक तृप्तां जोग प्रभाव वेदुता खिल कर्म बंधा सैरं चरन्ति मुनयोपि न जमानं स्वेच्छया अप्त बपुष कृत उत एव बंध। इसमें कह रहे हैं जत पाद पंकज परास, जिनकी चरण कमल की मकरंद सुगंध आस्वादन करने के लिए सभी लोग लालायित होते हैं।
Everyone is eager to relish the
तुलसी के मकरंद प्राप्त करके
sweet fragrance
छोड़ देते हैं
of the tulasi offered to his lotus feet.
ब्रह्मा जी के चार जो मानस पुत्र जय,
You know the four sons of Brahma, the four Kumaras,
ब्रह्म ज्ञान के लिए चले गए, ब्रह्म ध्यान में बैठ
they were going
एकाग्र चित्त होकर
to focus in Brahma, they were meditating in Brahma.
और ब्रह्मा जी ने क्या की,
But Brahma ji,
भगवान के निकट प्रार्थना करने लगे,
prayed to Bhagavan, "Hey Prabhu, please protect my 4 sons,
मेरे बेटा पुत्र में
because if my sons
ब्रह्म में लय हो जाए,
they merge in Brahma,
आना मुश्किल हो जाए,
it will be very difficult for them to come back."
तो ब्रह्मा जी की प्रार्थना सुन करके,
So listening to the prayer of Brahma,
स्वयं कृष्ण ने क्या की,
Krishna himself, means Vishnu,
अपने चरण कमल के अर्पित जो तुलसी, और वो तुलसी की जब
he offered the sweet he sent the sweet fragrance of the tulsi offered to his lotus feet. By the air, he sent that air, that smell, fragrance of tulsi offered to his feet, to the nostrils of the 4 Kumaras.
भगवान की चरण कमल के तुलसी जो है अर्पित जो
So this tulsi offered to the feet of Bhagavan.
सुगंध प्राप्त करके 4 कुमारों ने क्या की,
Feeling the smell, the 4 Kumaras, they left the Brahma again,
वैकुंठ की तरफ दौड़ने लगे,
and they started running towards Vaikuntha.
इसलिए कह रहे हैं, जब पाद पंकज पराग निसेव तृप्ता जोग प्रभाव विद्युता खिल कर्म बंधा, और जिनकी चरण कमल के स्मरण करके अथवा ध्यान करके,
By remembering his lotus feet, all the yogis, they are free from all the bondages of karma. Shastra explains, early in the morning after you wake up, what you should do? You should do what? See the darshan of, have the darshan of the lotus feet of Krishna. He has 19 symbols in his lotus feet. So you have to have these symbols, and if you see, all the bonds of your karma will be destroyed. So the yogis, by the influence of the yoga, they can control their minds, they focus their mind, control their minds, and they meditate in the Krishna's feet. And by doing that, all their bondages of karma are destroyed.
ऐसे जो संग भगवान है, क्या परदार अभिमार्शन करे से उसके दोष लगेगा?
So they think Bhagavan, if he's with the wife of others, this Bhagavan, just by remembering his lotus feet, everybody is delivered. Do you think he will be incurring in any
दोष लगता है?
fault? You think so? You really think so?
इसमें ये थोड़ी सी एक विचार जो विषय है, ये
So to tell you something.
ये परदार, पर शब्द के श्रेष्ठ,
para means like others. Para also can mean, para also like this is not mine, it's yours, another person's, it's para. But para also means shrestha, highest. So paradhari, instead of meaning wife of others, actually means the highest wives, means the gopis, the highest wives of Bhagavan.
अपने पत्नी के साथ,
so actually he's with his own wives. If somebody is performing amorous pastimes with his wife, then it's not the fault. So you can also take another meaning. So if you're your own wife, you are with your wife somewhere, walking or doing anything, you're going to the market, whatever you go with your wife, there's no fault because she's your wife. But if you're going to the wife of others or somebody who is not your wife, people will, yes, see with that, like they're not approved, they're frown upon. So you can have 2 meanings, paradari binashana. Para, instead of meaning paradari, wife of others, actually means best wives, like Shrestha, the highest wives. Who are them? The gopis. So Krishna is performing pastimes with his own wives, so there is no fault in that, not at all.
ऐसे स्वयं भगवान नित्य गोलोक वृंदावन धाम से
So स्वयं भगवान
के साथ जगत में प्रकट होते हैं,
he manifests in this world with his eternal associates and he's performing these pastimes.
सबके हृदय के क्या करते हैं? शोधन.
And showing these pastimes in this world is actually purifying the heart of everyone.
देखो, ये कथा में सुनाता रहा था. ये रासलीला कोई.
I want to tell you one thing. Rasalila is not an ordinary thing. The katha of Bhagavan is very sweet and beautiful. All the patra and patri means the heroes and heroines, all the involved characters involved in the Rasalila, they're all transcendental actually. Like for example, Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan and Madhini Shakti Swarupini Srimati Radhika. So all the gopis, they are bodily expansions
इस तत्व को जो नहीं जानते हैं,
The gopis are body expansions of Srimati Radhika. Those who don't have this knowledge, they are blaming Bhagavan and
आनंद
criticizing him.
प्रतिभावी तभी जो निज रूप तया कला भी ब्रह्म संहिता में
In the Brahma Samhita,
परिपुष्ट
this verse explains clearly.
ये स्वयं भगवान आनंद स्वरूप है,
Swayam Bhagavan is the embodiment of bliss. He's the embodiment himself of bliss.
आनंदमय ब्रह्म है, आनंदमय अभ्यासात, आनंदमय अभ्यासात, आनंदमय अभ्यास, आनंदमय भगवान इनको,
He's Anandamay Bhagavan.
इसमें कहीं भी निरानंद नहीं है, दुख नहीं है, कष्ट नहीं है।
He doesn't have any kind of nirananda or like suffering or unhappiness. He's completely full of bliss and this is bliss only. So this Bhagavan, he is
अपने चित्त शक्ति के द्वारा
with his own Chit Shakti,
और प्रकाश करके समस्त गोपियों के प्रकाश कर रहे हैं,
he's manifesting these gopis, all the gopis.
और उसके द्वारा ही स्वयं क्या करें,
And then
साधन कर रहे हैं।
he's relishing Leela in pastimes.
जिस प्रकार उदाहरण देते हैं,
So an example is given, just like, look,
जिस प्रकार एक छोटा बच्चा जैसे
just like a small kid,
हैं, क्या करते हैं,
a small kid is
छोटा
doing
बच्चा
what?
क्या करते हैं, एक लट्ठी को गाड़ देते हैं, और दे करके एक हाथ से जहाँ लट्ठी के पकड़ता है,
So taking a
और
stick
उस
with one
लट्ठी की
hand,
तरफ क्या करते हैं, वो अपने आप घूमता रहता है, कभी
Then he's
दूसरे हाथ के इस तरफ लगता है,
running in
कभी दाएं हाथ के
circles
क्या बोले,
and holding the stick
पकड़
with
लेता है।
one hand and another hand,
आज समझ नहीं, और कभी बाएं हाथ
He's
के
catching the
तरफ
stick
पकड़ लेता है,
with one
कभी
hand,
हाथ को पीछे
then
करते है, आगे करता है,
with the other hand.
ठीक उसी प्रकार उस बालक के कोई दोष नहीं लगता,
And this boy will not have any fault if he's doing this.
तात्पर्य क्या है, वो
So what's the
बालक
meaning?
अपने मानव छाया के साथ वो अपने आप क्या कर
Actually,
रहे
this boy is playing with his own shadow. He's playing with his own
हैं?
shadow.
कहाँ से दिखा रहे हैं? आंधी आ रही है ना, क्लोज द डोर, क्लोज द डोर, इसलिए यहाँ पर भी कह रहे हैं, संस कहते जा रहे हैं, इसलिए इस उदाहरण के द्वारा दे रहे हैं, स्वयं भगवान जो क्रीड़ा लीला विलास
So Bhagavan is performing pastimes
किसके साथ किया,
with whom?
अपने के साथ,
With
जैसे
himself.
कोई अपने डान माने सीधे हाथ के द्वारा
Just like somebody
मालिश करे,
is massaging his right hand with his left hand.
मालिश करे, उसे दोष लगता है,
Is there any problem doing that?
कभी
Any
कभी
faults?
अपने तेल मालिश करते हो, मैं तो
Sometimes
आप लोग लगाते हैं कि तेल?
I don't use oil, but sometimes
ऐसे लगा करके
you take the mustard oil, you sit under the sun, and you yourself you're massaging your own body and sitting under the sun. You're applying oil on your body,
शरीर को मर्दन कर,
like massaging your own body and sitting under the sun.
क्या दोष लगता है?
Is there any fault doing that? Any fault?
गोपियां को और कोई नहीं,
So in the same way, the gopis are no one else. They are actually directly
भावों के प्रेम के मूर्तिमान है,
manifestation of bhavas and premas of Krishna himself.
भगवान अपने अचिंत्य शक्ति के द्वारा
Bhagavan himself with his Achinta Shakti,
श्रीमती राधा जी के प्रकट
conceivable potency, he manifested Srimati Radhika. And this Srimati Radhika, to serve Krishna,
धारण करके अनंत
she manifests unlimited forms
क्या की
as the gopis,
सेवा हो रही है,
and they are serving
कोई
Krishna.
अंतर नहीं है,
So there is no difference between Krishna and the gopis.
मानव द्वैर अभेद, हमारे जड़ बुद्धि है, जड़
Because we have material
जड़ बुद्धि होने
conception,
के नाते काम क्रोध तो भरा हुआ है,
we are full of lust and anger. We don't have this
हम
discrimination.
जैसे क्या करते हैं, हम काम में अंध है,
We are blind because of lust. That's why we only see, we think that everybody is just like us. We think that everyone is lusty men just like us.
कामिनमय जगत, प्रभुपाद ने इसके लिखा,
Prabhupada wrote.
संति कामिनमय जगत, जो कामक व्यक्ति है जाए,
So a person who is lusty,
देखा सभी
he thinks, he sees that he thinks everyone is just like him. Oh, everyone is like a thief thinks everyone is a thief just like me.
तो हम भी चोरी करो क्या होता है, हैं?
You know,
आखिर में
isn't it?
इस संसार में देखो
You can sing this
सब
world.
चोर है, ये
Everyone is a thief.
A to Z सब चोर है,
A to Z, everyone's a thief. So if I steal, no problem because everyone's a thief. The thief thinks like this. Everyone is a beggar. Who is not begging?
छोटी सी कथा है बांके बिहारी के
So I'll tell you one story of Banki Bihari.
मैं सुनाता हूँ, सुनो
Long time I haven't told this story. Listen to this story.
मंदिर में
So there was a rich man. He came to the
कथा सुना है, बहुत दिन की कथा है,
he came to this temple of Banki Bihari. This rich man, when the rich man comes, all the brahmanas they are around and giving honor to him. Because this rich man comes with a big car, 4 or 5 cars he comes to the temple. So, the rich man is wearing nice clothes and so many people around him. Listen to the katha. So, so all the pandas were thinking, the brahmanas were thinking, he's a very rich man, so if you give any food to him, any prasada, he will give us very nice donation. So because if you give him maximum, we give 500 rupees, but the rich man will at least give 100,000 rupees. The pandas, they know and they are thinking these things. So, if we go there and they think, oh, Babaji, okay, you give 10 rupees, go quickly, go, get out of the temple. But when the rich people go, they like give so much honor and things to him. Rich dupatta, so expensive dupatta, like a very nice cloth from the deity they give to this rich man, and also garlands and foods, everything they give. The brahmanas, very thick garland also. Very expensive garland. Okay, rich man enter inside the temple. So they put tilak on him. They had gave darshan to him of Banki Bihari. They put sindur on his head, everything. They told all the mantras. So the main brahmana was singing the mantras, but the others were also repeating something because they also wanted to get some donation. Just like when we do some saying the mantras, like any brahmana also comes, he wants to join to get some donation also. So okay, after that he came out of the temple, the rich man, after everything finished. So he gave donation to all the brahmanas, everything. He came out. When he came out, there was a boy. He was like very poor boy. He had one only t-shirt, very worn out and full of holes. Oh, Babuji, give me 1 rupee. Oh, Babuji, give me 1 rupee. Then the rich man said, what? Are you begging? You don't have anything else to do. Why are you begging from me some money? This is a nature, no, it's a beg. You don't know, you don't have anything else to do. So he said, you don't work. Why are you begging? You are like a beggar, you are like a homeless. Like a... Then the boy told, Sergi, you rich man, I'm the small beggar, but you are the great beggar. You are a great beggar. What? You're calling me a beggar? In front of everyone? You dare to call me a beggar? Oh, but inside the temple of Banki Bihari also, you also asked, no? You told, oh, Banki Bihari, my 10 million rupees, I had a loss of 1 billion rupees because of the lockdown. I lost 1 billion rupees. Oh, Banki Bihari, please give me 1 billion rupees. So 100 million rupees. So who is the biggest beggar? Because I'm asking 1 rupee to you, and you ask the deity for 10 crores, like 100 million rupees. So this is true or not? This is true. Actually, that boy was none other person. The Pandas understood, the Brahmanas understood. That boy was the deity himself. Because very proud, you are like, oh, I am rich man, rich man. But actually, I'm asking like only 1 rupee. Like the boy was asking 1 rupee, and the man was asking like 10 crores, like the millions and millions and billions of rupees to the deity. So who is a bigger beggar?
ये कथा में जे देखो रासलीला की कथा प्रसंग समाप्त कर दो, अभी आरती होने वाले हैं, किस
So,
आरती करोगे?
what time have to perform Arati?
स्वाद साथ हो गया तो समय तो हो गया।
So time is up, huh?
अच्छा थोड़ा 5-7 मिनट मैं ले लेता हूँ।
Okay, I'll only take 5 or 7 minutes
ये
more.
रासलीला की कथा जितने भी
So the Raslila Katha,
पात्र पात्री माने एक्टर,
all the actors and actresses, means all the characters involved in the Rasalila, Rasa, the Gopis, Mataradka, Krishna.
कार्य में सब सुदुखल सुंदर है। और इसलिए कहते हैं देखो रासलीला की ये विशेष होता है क्या है, देश काल पात्र।
So a very special thing in the Rasalila, the Rasalila depends on the Desh, Kala, Patra, the place, circumstance, who is there.
रासलीला हो रहा है।
So Bhagavatam explains, Rasalila happened on the autumn season. In the autumn season was when the Rasalila took place.
इसको कहा जाता है शारदीय रास कहा जाता
So
है।
this is the Saradiya Ras.
ये है और ये रासलीला कहाँ हो रहे हैं?
And where did the Rasalila take place? Where?
वृंदावन में, स्थान
In Vrindavan. The place was
इस
Vrindavan.
रासलीला के करने वाले कौन है?
Who is who is enacting this pastime of Rasalila? The Gopis. And the Gopis are not ordinary persons.
योग्य पात्र नहीं होने पर
Because if the person is not qualified,
और ये रासलीला नहीं हो सकता है।
he cannot
इसलिए
perform the
स्वयं
Rasalila.
भगवान ने
So Swayam Bhagavan,
को अपने स्वरूप शक्ति से प्रकाश करके
he manifested from his Swarupa Shakti all these Gopis. He manifested these Gopis from his Swarupa Shakti and he's performing Rasalila with them. They are not Jivatata like you and me. They are all
नित्य परिकर है।
Nitya Parikar, eternal associates of Bhagavan.
मानुषं देवाश्रितं भजते तादृश क्रीड़ा जासुत्वा तत्परो भवेत्। अनुग्रह भक्तानां मानुषं देवाश्रितं भजते तादृश क्रीड़ा जासुत्वा तत्परो भवेत्। स्वयं भगवान अपने परिकर के साथ
Swayam Bhagavan, he performs his pastime with his associates.
प्रकट कर रहे हैं। अनुग्रह
He manifests his pastimes in his world.
प्रकट करा है।
Like mercifully he manifests his leelas here. Anyone who hears these pastimes, their hearts will be purified.
जासुत्वा तत्पर भवेत्। जासुत्वा यह श्रवण करने से
Jasruta, by listening,
कुछ
by hearing,
नष्ट हो जाएगा।
all their anattas will be destroyed, and in the end,
भगवान की लीला में वो
you will achieve the leelas of Bhagavan. You will enter his pastimes.
अरे काम भक्त कब तो छूट जाएगा और साथ ही साथ उनके क्या सिद्ध देह प्राप्त करके
So your lust, everything will be destroyed. You will attain your Siddha Deha. Then you enter the leelas of Bhagavan.
चलो एक कथा तो मैं सुना दिया किंतु देखो मैंने पहले कहा यहाँ पर जो करने वाले जो है रास करने वाले
So I told, the Gopis are performing the Rasalila. They are not ordinary.
किंतु करने वाले भगवान जिसे किसके साथ नहीं करेंगे, कहेंगे क्यों नहीं, हमारे साथ क्यों नहीं करेंगे?
Why God will not perform Rasalila with me? Because you are not qualified.
एक उदाहरण देता हूँ।
So I'll give you an example.
एक उदाहरण देता हूँ। एक जगह एक उदाहरण देता हूँ। एक उदाहरण देता हूँ। एक जगह एक
Will you give an example?
एक उदाहरण देता हूँ। एक जगह एक उदाहरण एक उदाहरण देता हूँ। एक जगह
Something's wrong with the Hindi?
एक उदाहरण देता हूँ। एक जगह
Kunjeshwari Didi, Hindi is off. Kunjeshwari Didi. Thanks. Which story? In the actor of the Ramayana. Okay. Gurudev is telling the story about that actor of the Ramayana. Gurudev told us a few days ago that the actor of Ravan in the Ramayana, he got sick and suddenly they had to arrange another person to perform Ravan on the role. Gurudev is telling the story now. Of Ravan in the
एक उदाहरण देता हूँ, एक जगह में जो है रामलीला चल रहा था, अभी
New Live, okay. Gurudev is telling.
आ जाना स्टेज में, आ जाना, अब तुम्हारी जो है नकली जो है,
so just come to the stage and we'll make 9 fake heads because already you have one head. So we'll make like 9 fake heads and you just pretend we'll give some bow and arrow in your hand and so that's the last end of the katha, so you don't need to say anything. You just say, oh beggar Ram, Ram you beggar, you have destroyed all my dynasty, yeah, you have killed all my sons, you have killed Indrajit, oh you beggar Ram, today you fight against me, you fight me. You just need to say this. Only this? Yes. No, but I don't know if I can speak this. No, it's very easy. Just go there and speak this. Okay. Just speak very loudly because your voice is very nice. Because you're selling the kachori. You're always speaking kachori, so you have a nice voice. You just have to tell this loudly. Okay.
तो वो बोले चलो 5 मिनट कर, आज तुझे अच्छा पैसा देगा, आज कचौड़ी बेचने हलवाई कचौड़ी फचौड़ी बेचते हो ना, जो पैसा तो 3 गुना पैसा दे देंगे.
So they will give you 3 times more money than what you get selling that kachori. Okay. So the man agreed to perform the role. So it came the time of Ravan Bad, where Ravana would be killed. So they made him like these guys of Ravan, like some dress of Ravan. They made him as Ravan, right? So they made 9 heads, 9 fake heads. 4 one side, 5 another side. They gave a big bow and arrow on his hands, and they taught him the line. Oh, beggar Ram, this was the line. Ram, you beggar. I have kicked out, sorry, you have been kicked out from Ajodhya, so that's why I kidnapped your wife, because you couldn't take care of your own wife, but I took care of your wife, and you came to fight me. You came to fight me. You have destroyed all my dynasty. You killed my son Indrajit. I will kill you. I will kill you. Then Ramachandra told, foolish Dashanand. Like a 10-headed Ravan. Oh, Dashanand. And then the heart of the actor of Ravana was trembling. Ravana told, I will kill you. I will kill you with these arrows. So the name Ravana was okay, but when Rama told Dashanand, because remember the name of that man was also Dashanand. So he came so afraid, oh Ramachandra, you cut my hand. Okay, you can cut 9 heads, but don't cut off my original head. The actor came out of the role and he was so afraid.
माथा को तू काट दे, मेरा एक मस्तक रखने दे. रामन तो ऐसे लोगों के साथ थोड़ी प्ले आप थोड़ी होती.
What's he speaking about, Kunjeshwari? It's
वो डर गया ना.
So the actor was afraid.
जय से आरती करो.
Do arati.
बोलो गोविंद बल हरि गोपाल बोलो. गोविंद बल हरि गोपाल बोलो. गोविंद मेरो राधा रमन गिरिधारी गिरिधारी संग मेरो राधा रमन रमन गिरिधारी गिरिधारी श्याम बनवारी मेरो राधा निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल कृपानंदे हरि बोल वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय जय श्री राधेश।